So I was on one of my favorite expat forums this morning, and there was a poll that a lot of people had interacted with that was in reference to a lot of people's horror stories when it comes to dating in Thailand. And it got me thinking, from my experience, is this true? Or does it kind of seem like one of those things where only the negative is speaking out? So in today's video, we're gonna talk about whether I think Pattaya's dating scene is really worth it. Is it as negative as some people might say? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Tempus TV, and good morning from Jom Tien Beach. I'm out for my daily jog slash power walk. After going to that bikini race the other day, I definitely realized I need to keep up on it. It's one of those things when you're not looking around or seeing other people, you're like, oh, I'm not in that bad a shape, but seeing those people out there, I'm like, geez, I need to get back to work. But after being here for a year and dabbling a little bit, I think I have a pretty good idea of the grand over scheme. Now, granted, just like anything else, one person's experience isn't the end-all be-all, but reading around and seeing YouTube comments and just a lot of interaction with content coming out of Pattaya specifically, it seems like a lot of people feel like if you are looking for a long-term partner, or maybe you're looking to start a family, that Pattaya is just the worst place to do that. So after being here for a year, I'm gonna go over some of the things that I've seen, some of the things that I've experienced, maybe some of my friends' experiences, and just kind of give you an overview if this is something that you're looking for, if you're planning on coming to Thailand or maybe Southeast Asia in general, if it is even worth your time searching for something like this in Pattaya. Let's go. Now, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you'll know that I have mentioned before that essentially from my experience, Pattaya is really the Las Vegas of Thailand. A lot of people come here for vacation. A lot of people come here just to cut loose, get their party on, go to clubs, and that goes for both tourists and Thais. Now, of course, knowing that, not everybody you run into in Pattaya specifically is gonna be looking for a long-term commitment, whether that be expats moving here, tourists, girls that have moved from other places in Thailand to come live or work here. But that's pretty much the same thing in your home country, I can almost guarantee it. People that are working in those nightlife and party industries, essentially they're there to just cut loose. They don't really want to commit to anything most of the time because, let's be real, they have tons of options. So I think the first mistake that a lot of people make, I've almost done it quite a few times, is looking for those type of relationships in industries or places where more than likely the people there are not interested in that. Now, another mistake that I see quite a few people make, and like I said, I've done a little bit of all this myself, is not paying attention to people's ages or where they are in life. So a lot of girls that come to Pattaya to work are coming from smaller provinces, maybe living the village life, and then they're coming to the big city for maybe the first time. They've got a job where they're meeting all these people and they're partying and they're getting drinks and all that stuff. So now imagine if that was you at 21, 20 years old, you move to a big city for the first time, you're getting all this attention, you're getting free drinks, you're getting to go out and party with your friends every single night. Are you gonna wanna commit to something that's gonna take that away? Probably not, right? So I haven't made this mistake in Thailand necessarily, but I have made it at home where you are on a different path. Maybe you're a little bit older, you've kind of already done that, and you're looking to settle down, but you're trying to settle down with people that are still experiencing that for the first time. And let's be real, that's just unrealistic. So I think generally it would be a good idea to try to find somebody that's closer to your age or maybe closer to your position in life. Now, of course, there's girls who are younger that maybe don't like to party, or they've already gotten out of the way and now they're looking to settle down. But the majority, let's be real, you would be the same, are not ready to settle down. That's just the reality of it. And the harsh reality of it, a lot of times, fellas, I've had to have this conversation with myself too. To be honest with yourself, if you were in their position, would you essentially give up whatever you've got going on to be with you? Now, of course, a lot of the times we might not want to hear this, but of course, if you want to be successful in finding a long-term partner, you have to be realistic with what you have to offer, especially if you're asking somebody to leave their industry or move out of their city or move away from their family. Are you really providing enough for that to be a reasonable request? Now, if a long-term commitment is something that you are looking for in Southeast Asia, I can definitely recommend that you check out ChristianFilipina.com. If you're tired of the normal runaround with other online dating services, Christian Filipina has dedicated teams to vetting people so you don't have to worry about any nonsense, anybody trying to reach in your pockets, along with dedicated teams to increase your chance of success and find that special person that you're looking for. Christian Filipina is a refreshing take when it comes to the online possibilities of finding that special person in your life. So if that is something you're interested in, follow the link in the description below and get your account set up today and make sure you find that person that's right for you. Now, of course, one of the major industries here in Pattaya is the nightlife and entertainment industry. And a lot of people that you meet, girls and guys alike, are gonna be involved in that industry. It's just one of the biggest takes here. It's where a lot of the money goes. But that's not to say there aren't people here that are working the quote unquote normal jobs. There's people here that have to work in the hotels, the coffee shops, all the things like that. So I recommend if you are looking for maybe more of a long-term commitment that you go that route, try to find somebody who's maybe in a position where they are willing to change their life a little bit easier. You're not really asking them to give up much, and I think that will greatly increases your chance of success and the likelihood that you guys are both on the same page. So at the end of the day, as long as you're realistic with yourself on what you have to offer, you're realistic with the people around you for what they might be looking for, what they might be willing to do or not do, I think there's plenty of chances of success. Just keep in mind that, of course, some people in certain places might not be ready to leave that, especially if they feel like you don't really have something better to offer. Trust me, I've been there. But that's not to say that there aren't plenty of people here who are looking for the same thing you are. Just like anything else, anything worth having is hard to get, so that special person, you're just gonna have to put in a little bit of extra work to find them. As always, guys, thank you so much for tuning into Tempus TV. And if you would like to start your journey before you get to Southeast Asia, and you'd like to be on a platform surrounded by people that are looking for the same thing, do make sure you check out ChristianFilipina.com. All the links are listed below in the description as well as the pinned comment. And like we always say, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one.